In this past year, Brisbane's Gallery of Modern Art held an exhibition titled European Masterpieces. It featured artwork spanning several centuries. A rare opportunity to be sure, especially during a time where international travel is simply not possible for most. My partner and I endured a 3-hour lineup in the blazing Australian sun, but that experience became a distant memory as we stepped out of one reality and into another. We moved from painting to painting, observing each piece and taking in the history, contextualizing them. It was wonderful being in that gallery and observing these artworks right before my eyes. I'm not well versed in the theory of art. What I am versed in is Pokémon TCG theory. So I ask you, dear viewer, is deck building art? What emotion do you feel looking at this deck? Inspired? Or this? Disgusted? Does this make you feel nostalgic? Mystified? Does it help to know the context of the time and format? Or can emotion be evoked without it? Oxford Dictionary defines art as the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in a visual form such as painting or sculpture, producing works to be appreciated primarily for their beauty or emotional power. I posit deck building is art. Ross Cawthon's rogue deck, The Truth, built for the 2011 World Championship, is art. A collision of cards, ideas, strategy, a wide spectrum of colours taken in as your eyes dart from card to card, trying to take it all in. What is this? You have baby Pokémon, exotic legendary Pokémon, even a material never before used, before this art piece's unveiling. Without a guide, you are left to take in this piece's concepts and ideas one at a time. There are complete ideas like Donphan Prime, a complete evolution line and energy to boot. Then others intentionally incomplete, like Zekrom. There's no lightning energy, and no means to accelerate it even if there were. Absence of what's expected gives way to a new idea and purpose. I met this artist many years ago at the 2013 World Championships, to which he brought another artwork, another rogue deck, consisting of Sableye EX, Gothitelle, and many other cards. Another masterpiece, composed of pieces uniquely attributed to Ross's style during that era. A deck list is like a finished painting. Deck lists have artists attributed to them. They have aspects and flares to them that make them theirs. Deck lists are built in specific times. The format to which they belong give context, much like artwork throughout history. Deck building as art is not celebrated, though we acknowledge the game's artists and their victories. We don't enter deck lists into competitions like an artist might enter their artwork. We enter competitions with our deck list being part of a toolset. We have mats and sleeves, honed skills, and developed knowledge. We celebrate victory. When a deck is not attributed to victory, that deck may disappear. Yet despite the backseat deck building takes from the limelight, there is beauty to be had in the tragic fate of many deck lists. It is intriguing to consider that a deck list is inert without being showcased on a stage, and in a way, cannot be consumed wholly as a still image on your screen. It must be fully experienced to be appreciated, to be understood. Allow me to return to that Oxford definition. An oft-used phrase in the Pokémon trading card game is skill expression, which can be applied to concepts within the game and outside of it, such as the skill attributed to deck building, a creative activity. The first part of the definition fits perfectly with the concept of deck building as an expression or application of human creative skill and imagination. The finished artwork, the deck list, when boiled down from its function and purpose, is beholden as visual and produced work. Deck building is an abstract idea. It's almost absurd. The purpose for which they're created is difficult to describe, but for our purposes, it's for a game. Here may be the furthermost reach for this definition, as one may argue that deck lists are not produced primarily to be appreciated for their beauty or emotional power. recall at the beginning of this video I asked you to think of the emotion you felt at these deck lists. They may be tools for competition, but they are beautiful. They inspire emotion. They can be haunting and dreadful, controversial, unique. In this way, deck lists fit that description, and even if it didn't, I think art is subjective enough to go beyond the boundaries of a dictionary definition. Answering the question, is deck building art, is only as meaningful as the value art has to you. What I hope is that, while the Pokemon community enjoys celebrating its great players and most coveted cards, that the abstract art of deck building is something which can be celebrated too.